Thank you for tuning in. Of course, it's Andrew Finney, your real estate geek here. So I wanted to try something a little bit different today. I thought that, since Wednesdays are about real estate frequently asked questions, what better way than to make a video going live every single Wednesday and answering the questions that you have. Today's been a pretty interesting day. I've had a couple calls come in today from YouTube. One of the folks were asking me about a condo association that they belong to, said that their unit was damaged, and wondering what kind of recourse they could have. So I'd advise the gentleman that they would actually want to reach out to their homeowners association, review their covenants, codes, and restrictions, and find out what's going on in the case of whenever the HOA does work on a property and then it actually goes into disrepair or something happens to that property. What kind of recourse does a resident have, right? So it's been pretty interesting. So I told him to go ahead and do that, and then if they wanted to battle him out, then he might want to contact a real estate attorney. Earlier today, also got a really interesting call from a nice lady called Christine. And Christine was asking me about a situation to do with the reverse mortgage for her grandmother. And what makes it really interesting is Christine's grandmother was a lot older and said that her daughter had actually set up the reverse mortgage for her grandmother. And unfortunately, they've since passed. So what happens in that case whenever she has an elderly grandmother and they don't know exactly who is servicing the mortgage now? Fortunately, that property was here in Las Vegas, so I was able to help her out and put her in touch with the mortgage service provider by doing some homework and legwork on my side. But super cool that we were able to help out Christine as well. So, as we're live right now, go ahead and chat and let me know what you guys want answered, and we'll go ahead and answer your frequently asked questions, whatever's on your mind about real estate, and we'll go ahead and answer that. The idea here is to actually start doing this once a week, every single Wednesday, answering any questions that are pressing on your mind about real estate, and go ahead and making it happen. It's something a little bit different, something a little bit more interesting, and hopefully a lot more engaging for you. We have a lot of subscribers that have joined us lately, and our channel continues to grow. So let's go ahead and make sure we're answering any and all questions that you have on your mind. So if you have a question, go ahead and type it in and ask away. Okay, I guess you want me just to keep talking for now, right? So I tell you what, I'll see what I can figure out with YouTube Live and do some more stuff and figure out how I can promote this so that you guys know about it in the community, and then we can set up a time that's going to work for everybody and go ahead and make it happen. Anyways, I'm looking forward to coming back to you. Oh, do title companies prefer personal check or wire transfer at closing? Serena, that's a really great question. Thank you for asking that. So title companies would actually prefer a wire, and the reason being is that it's going to go through a lot faster. If they get a personal check for your closing funds, whether it's on the beginning of the process with your earnest money deposit or at the end whenever you're getting ready to finalize the sale with your cash to close, they absolutely prefer the wire. The personal check takes longer to clear in the bank account. So since it takes longer to clear in the bank account, it can actually slow down the process. The wire is the quickest way to go ahead and wire your earnest money deposit and also your cash to close for whenever you get ready to close. I will share with you though that whenever you get the wiring instructions from the title company, to please call them and ask them to verify your routing instructions and the account information on there. A great thing, Serena, to do is just to pick up the phone, call the escrow officer, say, hey, you just sent me over a pair of wiring instructions. Please verify the account number and the routing number and let them say it to you as opposed to you volunteering the information to them. Hope that answers your question. Who's next? Okay, so this is a first start on the frequently asked questions, so obviously we're going to have some hit and miss here until we get going and we realize what we're doing with the change to the channel. You're welcome, Serena. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for asking such a wonderful question, by the way. Looking forward to answering other people's questions. Again, since this is the first live video that we've done on a Wednesday in the real estate frequently asked questions section, we're going to go ahead and continue this every single Wednesday, and we're going to get a lot more consistent with doing this. The idea is to answer any questions that you have, any questions you know of, or anything that's on your mind about the real estate process, from buying to selling to home owning to investing. Whatever's on your mind, we'll go ahead and answer those questions. For now, I'm going to go ahead and check out of here, and I look forward to catching up with you next Wednesday with the real estate frequently asked questions. Looking forward to catching up. In the meantime, thank you for tuning in and enjoy a wonderful day. Thank you.